Last November, Alachua County voters passed an extended version of the Wild Spaces Public Places tax. The half-cent sales tax is expected to raise close to $130 million over the next 8 years for recreation and land conservation purposes. But as the new law took effect on January 1st, a new debate has emerged among locals and the county commission. Should Alachua keep its wild spaces wild?
Could definitely use some improvements.
Yeah, I like the rustic though.
Last month, residents flooded the county and city commissioners' emails asking them to stop construction in Palm Point Park. Among the plans were building a boat ramp and a fishing pier. But others believe that without development, there's no reason to have a tax.
We're saying, well, you don't need to build this there and that there and that. Well, then do you really need the preserve? Do you really need to preserve it if you're not going to use it? If it's just to look pretty? I don't know.
The Wild Spaces Public Places tax roughly divides half the money into lands purchase and half into the creation or improvement of parks and recreational facilities. Meeting documents suggest that the county is expected to make $74 million from the tax over the next 8 years, mostly to acquire land. More than $46 million are going to the city of Gainesville, and the money left over will be distributed proportionally among the cities and towns for recreational projects. But nature parks are in between. While they may serve as attractions, many of them are also part of the 20% of Alachua County's land currently under conservation. One commissioner says the process of selecting which projects to prioritize always counts with the input of citizens.
We have a citizen advisory board that is set up, working with county staff to evaluate each nomination and score it on the basis of, its environmental value. They make recommendations then to the county commission on the basis of those scores.
Last year, the commission published an extensive list of the initiatives that could be funded and improved through the tax. In Gainesville alone, there are close to 100, and at least 15 of them involve construction or renovations in nature parks. Experts say the county should find ways of improving the areas while maintaining the environment as a priority.
What I would hope is preserved is as much of natural Florida as possible. I am not in favor of spending a large portion of this tax money, or any tax money for that matter, on infrastructure in areas that function perfectly well in the absence of the infrastructure. In fact, perhaps better.
Potts says officials shouldn't forget that nature-based tourism is a huge part of why people visit North Central Florida. Right now, around $3 million of the county's funding are planned on being used for county and city Gainesville partner projects. The county wants those plans to be focused on connectivity and on conservation.
Which I think was.
But at the latest joint meeting, there were still disagreements on what developments the tax should fund. For the time being, the city, county, and residents will have to work together to determine how to conserve wild spaces while also providing the infrastructure to enjoy them. Nicole Segnini, WUFT News.